Hi everyone. Welcome back to InnoThinks. What movie have I brought for you today? Well, it's an intense survival thriller, a story about a terrifying monster trapped in a forest and struggling to escape. Sounds exciting, right? Here's the one-liner of a full movie. A family visits a secluded resort in the forest for a vacation, but things take a horrifying turn when a meteorite crashes nearby. From it, an unknown creature emerges and begins hunting them. The film follows their desperate fight for survival, delivering a thrilling experience. This is Monster Mayhem, a Chinese film released in 2017. Now, without wasting any time, let's dive straight into the story. But before we start, don't forget to tap that like button. The movie opens at night with a stunning view of a mountain in China. Suddenly a meteorite crashes into the forest. Cut to the next morning and a family arrives at the mountain resort for their vacation. The family consists of a young girl named Momo, her father La, and her mother Miso, who is a lawyer. Even on vacation, Miso is busy with work, constantly discussing a legal case. Momo is frustrated because her mother never spends much time with her. Suddenly they hear a strange noise outside. They step out to find a rabbit lying injured on the ground, seemingly crushed. They carefully pick it up and place it in an envelope before disposing of it. Momo asks what they're doing and they dismiss it as nothing important. They get back in the car and drive off, unaware that something in the forest is watching them. Meanwhile, two technicians arrive in the forest to repair a broken communication tower. As they inspect it, they realize the tower has been completely destroyed. One of them speculates that the meteorite from last night might have landed here, causing the damage. As they examine the scene, they start feeling uneasy, sensing something isn't right. Back at the resort, Momo's uncle, who works as the resort manager, welcomes them warmly. Soon after, another couple arrives, a wealthy yet selfish man named Joan and his girlfriend Cho. The two plan to explore the forest at night. Before they leave, Momo's uncle warns them that while the forest is generally safe, nighttime can be dangerous. He advises them not to venture out, but Joan arrogantly dismisses the warning, confident nothing will happen. Meanwhile, at the meteorite crash site, something eerie is happening. A strange egg is lying there and it begins to move. The technicians, still investigating, suddenly hear a noise. Before they can react, something unseen attacks them, leaving them screaming in terror. Back at the resort, a young woman working there talks to her boyfriend, expressing her desire to leave as she has secured a hospital job elsewhere. Her boyfriend reassures her that their contract will end soon and they can leave once they get their payment. As Momo explores the resort, she stumbles upon a bloodied knife stuck in a rock. Scared, she notices a man nearby holding a rabbit. This man Cho works at the resort. Mistaking him for a threat, Momo panics, grabs the knife and warns him to stay back. Just then a sudden noise startles them both, causing Momo to scream and run away. That evening, Momo's parents try to celebrate her birthday with a cake, but she isn't interested. Frustrated, she confronts her mother about always prioritizing work over family. This angers Miso and she slaps Momo before storming off. Upset, Momo retreats to her room. Later, she notices Joan's girlfriend standing outside talking to someone. Curious, she secretly records the conversation on her phone. While recording, she suddenly spots something strange moving in the shadows. Before she can react, her mother enters the room, scolding her for being outside so late. As they head back in, a mysterious creature silently moves past them in the darkness. Meanwhile, in Joan's room, his girlfriend gets romantic, but just then a terrifying creature suddenly bursts in through the balcony and attacks them. Cho was terrified. He screamed, thinking a ghost had appeared, and ran out of the house in panic. Hearing the commotion, Cho quickly came outside. Everyone who saw him was confused and concerned, wondering what had happened to him. Meanwhile, he was desperately knocking on the door, pleading to be let in. His fear was evident. Cho rushed to Momo's room and started knocking frantically. Hearing the noise, Momo's father quickly opened the door and asked what had happened. Without saying much, Cho hurried inside and sat down, trying to catch his breath to figure out what had caused the commotion. One of the resort employees went to check the room. The selfish man who had brought his girlfriend to the resort wasn't too concerned initially. However, his girlfriend's brother was different. He immediately became suspicious and demanded answers. The selfish man then rushed to inquire about what had happened. "What did you see?" he asked Cho. Still shaken, Cho replied, "When I was with my girlfriend, some kind of creature suddenly attacked us. I barely managed to escape, but my girlfriend was taken away." No one believed him at first, as he often made exaggerated claims. Even Cho himself hesitated, thinking that maybe it was just another one of Frank's pranks. But then Momo checked her phone and froze in fear. She had unknowingly captured something in her video. When she played it back, the creature was clearly visible. "This is what attacked me," Cho exclaimed, his fear now justified. Everyone finally understood the seriousness of the situation. The selfish man immediately called the resort manager, but he was a little far from the location. In a panic, he shouted over the phone, "A creature has come here. Bring a gun to protect us." The manager, Cho, and the hero discussed the situation. The hero initially thought it might be another of Frank's tricks, but as the tension escalated, they realized it was real. Meanwhile, the selfish man, still shaken, downed a drink to steady himself. However, instead of focusing on the crisis, he was only worried about his safety. The manager and the hero decided to go to the resort and assess the situation. The hero, noticing the selfish man was slightly drunk, warned, "Sir, you're a little drunk. Wait here, I'll go with the manager." Together they set out. At the resort, fear gripped everyone. The girl's brother was determined. My sister might still be alive, I need to go and find her, he declared, but no one was willing to accompany him. Momo wanted to go, but her mother stopped her. Meanwhile, the resort worker who had a boyfriend was also distressed. She turned to her boyfriend and said, everyone here is scared, aren't you a man? You should go. He reluctantly agreed and set out cautiously. As the hero and the manager made their way through the forest, they moved slowly, their fear growing with every step. Suddenly they noticed something. They saw blood splattered on the ground. Just then the girl's brother saw something and screamed in horror. His sister's lifeless body lay there, brutally killed. The monster had slaughtered her. At the same time, the resort's walkie-talkie crackled to life. Cho spoke urgently, there's a creature here. It's real. Hurry and come back safely, don't go deeper into the forest alone. Hearing this, the hero became anxious, but before he could act, he realized the manager was missing. Where did he go? He muttered, searching frantically. Suddenly a terrifying scream echoed through the forest. Cho had no choice. He turned and ran back toward the resort, consumed by fear. Back at the resort, everyone was panicked, wondering how to escape. The girl's brother, devastated, kept repeating she was murdered so brutally, it must be a massive beast. However, the resort worker's girlfriend disagreed. No, it's not a huge creature, she said. I checked the girl's body, the wounds don't match a large animal. If we stick together, we can survive. The selfish man, still prioritizing his safety, demanded the car keys. I need to leave this place. Give me the keys. This enraged the brother. My sister just died and all you care about is running away, he shouted. The tension escalated into a physical fight. Suddenly someone knocked on the door. Everyone froze in fear. The hero called out, open the door carefully. As the door opened, the hero stepped inside. Where's the manager? Someone asked. He went into the forest, but he never came back, the hero replied grimly. Just then Momo realized something terrifying. Wait, that creature killed the girl from inside the house, she whispered. That means it's not safe in here. The selfish man scoffed. Why are you so worried? We have a gun. The hero finally revealed the truth. Yes, we have a gun. But only 2 bullets. Surviving here won't be easy. Momo's mother agreed. They're right. If we stay in one place, the creature can easily attack us. We need a plan. The hero and Cho decided to step outside and search for weapons or anything that could be used for defense. They knew that if the creature attacked again, they wouldn't stand a chance with just 2 bullets. Meanwhile, Momo, unable to stay put, peeked out of the window to check what was happening. The hero and Cho moved toward the next room, trying to break in to search for supplies. The selfish man suddenly panicked and grabbed the gun from the hero. He ran to his room looking for an escape route. However, the girl's brother was close behind, watching him. Just as the selfish man turned, he heard something behind him. He spun around, screamed in terror, and fired the gun. The loud gunshot echoed through the resort. The hero and others rushed over, only to find the brother lying in a pool of blood. The selfish man, still in shock, stammered, He came to kill me. I had no choice. The brother, gasping for breath, used his final moments to curse him. You caused my sister's death, and now, you've killed me too. He exhaled his last breath. At that exact moment, the power in the resort went out, plunging the place into darkness. Everyone huddled together in fear. Suddenly they saw the creature's shadow outside the window. It was right there, dangerously close. Momo's mother tried to reassure everyone, don't panic, the windows are strong, it can't break through. But Momo's voice trembled as she whispered, Mom, I just opened a window. Frightened that they shouldn't stay here anymore, she hurried out of the house. When they ran outside, our hero and the selfie guy told them to run. They ran towards a small bridge, and when they tried to cross it, the monster sponge pushed Momo into the water. Seeing this, her mother cried out, oh, my daughter fell into the water, and immediately jumped in to save her. Everyone tried to save both of them. The mother quickly grabbed Momo and handed her to the others. Cho somehow saved Momo, but before anyone else could save the mother, she started drowning. The creator Cho began pulling her under the water. Everything became very difficult, and if they waited any longer, the monster would attack her too. Meanwhile, the selfie guy, terrified, managed to escape without anyone noticing. He grabbed his car key and fled the place in fear. Driving with trembling hands, he kept turning around to check if something was chasing him. In his panic, he crashed into a barrier, lost control, and fainted. On the other side, the group hid in a ditch near the bridge while the creator searched for them. The selfie guy, unconscious in his car, eventually woke up. Slowly he opened the car door, but as he did, the balance was lost and the car tumbled down the hill, crashing onto the bridge below and causing the entire bridge to collapse. He should have been dead, but miraculously he survived by jumping out just in time. The remaining survivors headed toward a medical camp in the resort, deciding to stay there for the night. Dawn was still a few hours away. Cho arrived and provided them with the necessary medicine. Morning eventually came, and Cho quietly stepped outside. Just then Momo's father's car stopped nearby. They realized someone must have come in the car, meaning they could use it to escape. Without wasting time, they ran towards it. However, they were unaware that the bridge had been destroyed by the selfish selfie guy's car. As they ran, the lover girl slipped and fell. The lover boy, alarmed, rushed to help her. Suddenly they heard a noise nearby and froze in fear. They looked up and saw the creator standing on the rooftop watching them. Panic set in. The creator jumped down and started chasing them. They ran desperately, trying to reach the car. Just as they got close, Momo was pulled back by the monster. The floor beneath her broke, sending her down. The monster was about to follow when our hero grabbed a chair and struck its head, distracting it long enough for the others to pull Momo up and escape. They continued running, but soon they reached a locked barrier. Fear spread among them as they screamed for help. The creator heard them and came charging toward them. In the nick of time, they managed to unlock the door, slip through and close it behind them. In the chaos, the lover boy got injured while trying to punch the monster. Despite the pain, he urged everyone to head towards the upper building, where he claimed to know the location of some VIP cars. Just as they were planning their escape, they suddenly heard the creator again, this time from the floor above. Shocked and terrified, they wondered how it got ahead of them. Before they could react, the monster leaped out. It seemed to be gone for a moment, but then through a slightly opened window it started to enter again. Fear gripped everyone. Uncle, who was hiding under a table, watched as the creator stood right above him. The story seemed to be ending in terror. The monster was about to find him when Momo screamed. Her father, not wanting her to be in danger, tried to calm her down, but the scream attracted the monster's attention and it started chasing her. At the last moment, Momo barely escaped. Meanwhile, the hero arrived just in time with a fire extinguisher and struck the monster, buying precious seconds. The trapped survivors used the opportunity to escape to another location. The group split into two, Momo and her father in one direction, the lover boy and girl in another. The creator, however, kept searching for them. Eventually it found the lover girl to protect her. The lover boy sacrificed himself by stepping out to divert the monster, but the creature lunged at him and bit him. The hero, witnessing this, felt powerless. The lover girl screamed in anguish and tried to run to him, but the hero stopped her. Heartbroken, she was taken away by the others. As they sat down, they watched helplessly as the monster dragged the injured lover boy upstairs. The girl, overwhelmed with grief, fainted on the spot. The hero then declared, "You three stay safe, I will go and get the car somehow." Momo's father interrupted, "You've done enough for us. I'll take this risk. If you stay here and protect my daughter, I will definitely come back." The father reassured them and quickly left, making sure to move silently to avoid alerting the monster. As he reached the parking area, he saw the selfie guy, who was desperately trying to escape. The selfie guy, seeing him, begged, "Don't leave me. I'm coming too." Unfortunately, the noise alerted the monster. Momo's father, hearing it, knew he had to act fast. The creature started chasing them. Scared, he rushed to the car, but in the panic he dropped the key. The monster lunged at him again. Somehow he managed to retrieve the key, start the car and reverse it. He rammed the monster with the car, knocking it back. But the creature refused to give up. It got up and chased him again. The noise reached Momo, who realized, "Oh no. Papa is frightened that they shouldn't stay there any longer." She quickly said so and hurried out of the house. As they ran outside, our hero and the selfie guy shouted at them to run. They sprinted towards a small bridge, but just as they were about to cross, the monster sponge pushed Momo into the water. Seeing this, her mother screamed, "Oh no, my daughter fell into the water." Without hesitation, she jumped in to save her. Everyone rushed to help and the mother quickly grabbed Momo, pushing her towards the others. Cho managed to save Momo, but before anyone could save the mother, she started drowning. The creator, Cho, was pulling her under the water, making it extremely difficult, but if they waited any longer, the monster would attack them too. On the other side, the selfie guy had secretly taken his car keys and ran away, leaving everyone behind. Trembling with fear, he drove the car frantically. He kept glancing back to check if something was chasing him. In his panic, he crashed into a barrier. The impact made him lose consciousness. Meanwhile, the rest of the group hid in a ditch near the bridge. The creator was searching for them. After a while, the selfie guy regained consciousness, slowly opening the car door. However, as soon as he did, the car lost balance and tumbled down the hill, crashing onto the bridge below, causing the entire bridge to collapse. Surprisingly, he survived by jumping out just in time. The rest of the survivors decided to take shelter in a medical camp within the resort, where they planned to stay until morning. As the night passed, Cho provided everyone with the necessary medicine. In the early hours of the morning, Cho quietly stepped outside. Just then, Momo's father's car appeared. Realizing they might have a way to escape, they rushed towards it, unaware that the bridge was destroyed. As they ran, the lover girl slipped and fell. The lover boy immediately ran to help her. Suddenly they heard a noise nearby and stopped in fear. The creator appeared on the rooftop. Terrified, they hesitated for a moment before running toward the car, but just as they were about to reach it, Momo was grabbed by the monster and pulled down. The floor beneath them collapsed, sending them falling. Seeing the monster approaching, our hero quickly grabbed a chair and hit it on the head to distract it. This gave the others a chance to save Momo and escape. They ran towards a sewer-like path, only to find it blocked and locked. Panic set in as the monster closed in. Just in time, they managed to open the door and shut it behind them, narrowly escaping. However, the lover boy got injured while punching the monster. They quickly headed to a building where he revealed that he knew where the VIP cars were parked. Just as he explained this, they heard the creator again, this time from the floor above. "How did it get up there before us?" They wondered in terror before they could react. The creator jumped down and started chasing them again. They ran desperately toward the cars. Meanwhile, Momo's father insisted on taking the risk of fetching a car for everyone's safety. Sneaking out cautiously, he reached the vehicle. Just then the selfish selfie guy appeared, begging, "Don't leave me behind." The noise attracted the monster's attention. As Momo's father tried to reach the car, the monster chased him aggressively. In his panic, he dropped the key but managed to retrieve it just in time. He started the car and reverse slamming into the monster, throwing it aside. But the monster wasn't done yet. It climbed onto the car, smashing the windshield and scratching his hand. Realizing the danger, Momo's father made a drastic decision. He accelerated the car at full speed toward a canyon. The monster, unaware of his plan, charged at him as the car soared off the edge. Momo's father sacrificed himself, plummeting into the abyss along with the creature. Momo screamed in agony as she witnessed her father's death. The selfie guy who had been nearby was met with furious scolding from her. "This is all because of you." Now, with some time to spare, they spotted another vehicle. As they left, Momo was devastated and the lover girl mourned the loss of the lover boy. Just then our hero found a phone recording left by Momo's father before his death. It was a heartfelt message for his daughter. Listening to it, Momo grew emotional. They hurried towards the exit only to find the bridge destroyed, with the car being useless. Now they looked for another way out. The only option left was a cable car. They split up, with our hero and the selfie guy in one and Momo with the lover girl in the other. However, the monster awaited them at the other side, blocking their escape. They panicked as it moved towards them. They jumped onto a tower for safety. Momo, terrified, continued forward in the cable car. Seeing her in danger, our hero jumped to help, urging, "Grab my hand." But she was too far. The monster, determined to stop them, cut the cable, causing them to fall into the forest below. The others rushed down to search for them, but the selfish selfie guy protested, saying, "Why are you risking your lives? We still have a chance to escape." Ignoring him, our hero and the lover girl set out to find Momo. To mask their scent from the monster, they covered themselves in mud. Meanwhile, Momo had fallen unconscious near the water. The monster was nearby but hadn't noticed her yet. As she regained consciousness, she tried to escape quietly, but the monster detected movement and started chasing her. Just then our hero arrived, using a phone alarm to distract the creature. He successfully rescued Momo and they escaped. Meanwhile, the selfie guy, who had gone his own way, was cornered by the monster. He tried to hide behind a rock, but the monster found him and brutally killed him. When our hero reached safety, he stumbled upon something unusual, an egg, the monster's offspring. He took it and rushed back to the resort. There they set a trap using the egg. As expected, the monster arrived in search of its cub just as it was about to attack. The lover girl ignited an explosion, setting the place ablaze. The blast sent everyone flying. Despite the explosion, the monster survived. Seeing this, Momo stood her ground. The monster charged at her, but our hero intervened. In the final showdown, our hero wielded a spear. As the monster lunged, the hero jumped, causing the creature to impale itself on the spear, bringing its reign of terror to an end. However, the monster's cub remained. It attempted to attack Momo, but she grabbed a large rock and crushed it. 1 year later, Momo was seen celebrating her birthday. Only our hero had survived. Alongside her, the lover girl had perished in the final battle. As she prepared to cut the cake, a distant noise made them look up. Another meteor was hurtling toward the forest, hinting at a new horror to come. And with that, the movie ended. If you enjoyed this thrilling monster film, don't forget to like it. Loads of love, guys. Thanks for watching.